Hi, I'm Joanie Greggains for Marin on the Move. Today I'm going to tell you about the 3 things you need for an effective exercise program. Hey, we exercise, let's get all the benefits. Cardiovascular benefits, resistance work for strength, muscle strength and endurance, and flexibility. Let's start with cardiovascular work. Aerobic exercise, you know what that is. You use all the big muscles. You walk along, you run, you cycle, you swim, you work for a certain amount of time, you breathe hard, and that's the important thing. It's the intensity of your workout. What's your heart rate? Now maybe you don't know. Very easy to find out. Take the number 220, subtract your age, that number you multiply by 60% and 80. That'll give you a range. So you know you got to work in that range to get benefits. So you say, okay, but how do I monitor those benefits? Easiest way, of course, is to take, pulse at the wrist or at the neck after about 12 minutes in. And you say, am I in my range or do I need to work harder? Another way is perceived exertion. How do you feel? The range is 6 to 20. Obviously, 6 is very slow. 13 or 14, you're walking along. So you ask yourself, how do I feel? Yeah, I think I'm getting a workout. Now, of course, if you're out of breath, bring it back. Speaking of out of breath, the talk test. You're talking to yourself, you can talk, you're breathing, but you can talk. If you're out of breath, you can't talk, working too hard, bring it down. But if you feel like you're just sitting on the couch, bring it up. My very favorite is heart rate monitors. Now, here's the problem. The good ones always strap around your chest, are really hard to put on, take a lot of time. Sometimes by the time I put it on, I don't feel like exercising. I like the Power Glove. What the Power Glove does, I just slip it on, I look down at the numbers, I see exactly what my heart rate is, and also how many calories I'm burning. So that's a good one. It keeps you motivated. People always say, what about pedometers? You got to spend some money on pedometers to make them accurate. So if you want to do 10,000 steps, which we always hear about 2 miles, 10,000 steps, then you got to invest a little bit of money in it. They're okay, but they don't tell you what your heart rate range is. We know what cardio is for. Let's talk about resistance work, muscle strength, and muscle endurance. Muscle work is so important. No matter how old you are, you start using some resistance, you can stop the decline of muscle loss, bone loss, and also you're going to strengthen yourself. So you want to overload the muscle. Let's start with something like our free weights. Now, if you're just starting out, you want to get a nice light weight. Just doing some reps until you're comfortable. And you can work the triceps, the biceps. You want to work the muscles of the body. So that's one way. There's also elastic bands. I like the ones with the handles like this because I can get a grip. But again, using these bands, and they come, now look at this. See, they come in different resistance for different body parts. These are also good when you go away. You can bring your resistance work. Ankle weights. All right, now this is the deal with these. You use them for exercise when you're lying down. You don't walk with them, you don't run with them. They'll slow you down and put stress on the knee, so only for floor exercise. Another favorite, a weighted ball. This is a pliable. Now see how I'm doing my bicep here? Notice how both arms are very happy. Sometimes when you're doing free weights, one arm is stronger than the other, but this way both have to work. So this is an easier way of getting what we call resistance benefits or strengthening benefits without having to do free weights. Now, there's exercise machines and all of that, but these are all things that are affordable you can use at home. And flexibility, that means stretching. Every day you should try to stretch for 10 minutes or so. And you can do simple things, putting the arm over to the side and then take it there. Just stretch as far as you can. Doesn't have to be uncomfortable, but you do want to feel the stretch. And hold it for about 5 to 20 seconds and do it on both sides. We always hear stretch before you go out, stretch after an activity. We've found that it's better to warm up for an activity doing what you're going to do. So in other words, if I'm going out for a run, I'll walk, get the blood circulating, and then break into a run, stretch after. Yes, there's Pilates and yoga. All of those things are wonderful, but it's cardio, resistance, and flexibility. You got it made. Now you say, how often, Joanie? How often? Well, for health, 3 or 4 times a week, cardio, 30 minutes. Strength training, at least 2 times a week. And flexibility, I still think it's good every day for 10 minutes. Now you say, I want to get out there, I want to lose some weight. All right, cardio, 4 to 5 days a week, even more if you want, 45 minutes. Strength training 3 to 4 times a week. And of course, as we said, stretching every day. So there you have it. That's what you need to get benefits from your program. I'm Joanie Greggains for Marin on the Move.